There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak in at 2-guard. Robin Lopez out there with Kevin Seraphin. Then it's Thomas. And it's Galloway in at the point. Good.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Outside Mayo. Pass to Monroe. Can't convert after the good screen.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play.
Game.
Bucks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
Started broadcasting.
Earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
First NBA game of my career.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I could be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective from most rookies, do you? Chris Middleton comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez.
I'm a bit sick,
Porzingis comes in for Lance Thomas. Freaks checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Henson in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Calderon. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Freak. Tries it from 19. Misses off the right eye.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and they had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Calderon passes to Porzingis. There's Freak. On target for 13 feet. Freak's got 11 points. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Calderon kicks to Freak. Back to Calderon. Now here's Freak, defended by Middleton. Freak.
My shot
by Antetokounmpo. And he gets the bucket. And now just a 1-point Bucks lead. The Bucks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. And he gets the bucket. Parker's got 6 points.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Anthony, the pass to Freak. 1:05 left to play here in the half. From down in the low post, it goes. Freak's got 4 points in the quarter. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Knicks lead.
All right. Probably a cutscene or halftime.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. We expected this to be a battle, and it has been. From here on out, it's a battle we're gonna win. Get a hand in, fellas.
Wow. They didn't.
Well, both
He
sides
didn't give
have
him the
assessed
hand.
what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here.
Skip this.
Different look from Milwaukee. Parker's checked in for John Henson. Mayo comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Lopez comes in for Porzingis. Freaks checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now, Freak, 18 feet out. The offensive rebound. Seraphin kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Mayo. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very
That was a
good
really
about.
poor
And let's
game
face
for
it,
me.
anytime you can go
least
on the
not
road
good.
and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about does it for their first.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan player of the game. He just put it completely out of reach in the 4th quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around, I'm taking over now.
The assists were coming fast and furious for him.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
Alright. Now let's check the upgrades. Where are you? How much money do I have? Oh, 754. Oh gosh. Hate when they do this shit. How much would it cost to get up right here? 54,000. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay. Add a booster. Nah. Have to wait a little bit. Okay. Let's go to the next game. Alright. Advance.
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Alright, let's go do this. We gotta beat LeBron James and the Cavaliers.
At the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Here's Irving. 9-point game his last outing.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
It's a pick by Love. Shumpert with it. Out defended by Freak. Nice work there coming off the screen. Love's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Kevin Serafin is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Calderon, and it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. LeBron left side. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Calderon dishes to Freak. Kicks it to Serafin. Feeds to Calderon. And a wide open look for Freak. Kept alive by New York. Nice shot by Porzingis.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
There's a screen. Verajao setting the pick for Irving. Anthony against LeBron. To the paint. Love somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Love's got 6 points. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to Freak. Back to Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Freak missing.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And it's Love missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Now here's Freak. James covering. Here's Freak. And not sure what he was thinking there.
I don't like
Cleveland
this.
leading by 5.
Like
and it's Shumpert penetrating.
For this player.
17-foot shot on the way. LeBron can't get it to go. The Knicks shooting 33% here in the first quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Freak with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. some solid defense there from Irving.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the...
And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise. Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Freak in a 2-guard. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Good!
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was
strong enough to defend this guy
at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Tries a 3. Count that one. And the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Freak.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Screen by Smith. Elevate over, the pass to Smith. He kicks it to Moscow. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And just got that. A different look for New York. Knicks trail by 9. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for LeBron.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
And that one's good. Free.
Come on now, let's go.
And so it's Cleveland with it. This, their first look at this year's New York squad.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly. Guys, they're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so...
Oh, man.
Okay, everybody, pay attention. We definitely got some stuff to go over from the first half. We're not going to let this game get away from us. First thing, we need to run more set plays for our low post guys. We've got to get more scoring inside. Let's set some good screens down low. On top of that, we haven't shot the ball very well. And nothing's going to happen for us if the ball isn't going into the bucket. Okay, in terms of pace, let's keep things moderate next half. Turning this game into a track meet might hurt us more than it will help us. This is where we turn the tables, fellas. Time to get out there and show them what we're all about.
And we welcome you back.
Nah, that one's a
The Cavaliers leading by 9.
Swarm to point.
Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fan.
Thompson down low with Mozgov. Williams is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Dellavedova kicks to Williams. Offensive rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And that is good. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
There you go.
1:36 left to play here in the third. Williams dishes to Thompson. Passes it to Smith. Here's Dellavedova. He's got 9. The pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. The screen from Thompson. Williams attacking. And it's Williams again missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
56 seconds left to play in the third. Smith kicks to Williams. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Freak passes to O'Quinn. Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Lets it go. And the shot falls short this time. The Cavaliers leading by 5. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Over in the corner, Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Galloway. Pass to Freak. Three-pointer, and it would have counted had it fallen.
The players really bad in this game.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play.
The players like trash.
And comes in for Kevin Love.
For now.
And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Shumpert. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. On the court for the Knicks, Freak in at shooting guard. Thomas is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Galloway in at the point. Verajao dishes to Irving. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. The second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Irving. And the Cavaliers lead by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Cavaliers.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Irving attacking, and the layup's good off the glass.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
And the foul called on Freak.
Oh, man.
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Dellavedova. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Galloway. Here's Lopez. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
We got to forget about that one.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congrats.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's LeBron James. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening.
Cutscene.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit under his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on a loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now, And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, Jiminy Crickets. I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go. Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
I swear to God, if that ever happens to me, I'll beat his ass up.
It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Alright, guys, I'm stopping right here. Alright. See you guys next time.